All right, Brian, how you feeling today?
Well, right now, I am a abject mixture of excited and terrified. Wow, here you go, camera guy. Alright, it's probably the best view of my gut. Both my chins good?
Yeah, you got them on straight.
The whistle is wet. Time to tell some yarns. The epic journey of Team Low Speed High Drag ended with success. We finished the race. We managed to come in 65th out of 103 entries. Not too bad. Came in 25th in our class, or 26th out of 38. Not too bad. And we were not fast. Let me say that again. You remember how we were not good? Low speed high drag, not good. We are not good. We are also not fast. Oh man. But it was an amazing experience. We'll start out our epic journey of Lemon's glory with our tech inspection. So we spent a lot of time going over the rules and making sure that we had everything nice and tight. I made sure that we had a cage that was done professionally. Shout out to Richard at Apex Auto Works, because that cage got plenty of compliments. And we managed to get all the way through tech with just a couple little, add-ons like, hey, put some tape right here, put some electrical tape on here. It was about our battery cables. So blazed right through tech. Then we had to sit down for our BS inspection. That's short for bullshit. But in ours, it was actually baby shit. So in order to get through this inspection, we created a bunch of claim files for our $500 car. And they didn't even really look at those, and the guy was just going to be like, hey, you're going to be Class A, which is the most competitive class. So I'm going to put you in A class. So we're like, whoa, we don't even know what we're doing. And he's like, okay, well, B with 10 penalty laps. We're like, hold on, maybe you need a bribe. So I wheeled out a little baby potty full of chili. And I spooned him a bowl of chili. He ate the chili. He gave us Class B, 0 penalty laps, the baby shit inspection. I would say that the little toilet full of chili, it was amazing, and I enjoyed that immensely. Saturday morning rolls around. So my first experience at Lemons was coming out of the pit as the green flag drops, and every car is now going as fast as they possibly can. Welcome to racing. So I spent a lot of time just trying to stay out of people's way. That first day, I think I was very slow. But taking in the sounds and the smells and just everything about being on that track with other cars was just absolutely amazing. It was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. Our first day, I went out and I did my stint. Didn't wreck the car, no mechanical troubles whatsoever. Then Eric took over, and during his stint, he managed to lay down our fastest lap of the day, 2:19, something like that. Which, first time on a racetrack in a race car, that's pretty good. Not competitive. So let me preface that by saying, that wasn't going to win us any awards, but it was the fastest that any of us could do. Then Uncle Roy went out there and he just did his thing round and around the track. Bob got his turn as mechanic, and when Bob was out on his stint, blew a tire. It happens. There were several crashes, and Bob said he saw himself go over something, so who knows. But either way, he limped it in, and so then we got Bob out of the car, we got Dale into the car. Dale did not wreck the car. Dale did everything in his power to not wreck the car and was amazing. And then trouble happened. So it's late in Saturday afternoon. We've got 2 drivers left to go. We've got about an hour and a half of driving. We get Tony strapped into the car. Tony is ready to go. All right, you're free to go. Makes a left turn, clang. The entire right upper control arm on the front side of the car decided to dislocate itself. So there's a little spindle. That spindle pulled itself out. Then when the car landed on the arm, it bent the arm down, and just all kind of horrible things happened. We were done racing on Saturday, so we went into town, picked up a control arm, swapped out that spindle thing, whatever the heck that is, and by 6 o'clock that night, they had the car done. Got up to race Sunday morning, and since Tony didn't get a chance to go, he was out first thing in the car, and he managed to lay down the fastest lap of all of us, so he got it down to like a 2:17, something like that. One of the coolest moments, I think, was when Jen drove. You know, she's got no experience driving a stick whatsoever. She got out on the track, and she made it happen. I mean, I just thought that was super cool. Her dad was there to see it. I mean, there's just so many good things. Like, it was just such an awesome, happy weekend. Next time it comes around to old Cash Money Eric, he lays down the fastest lap that we got, period. It was like a 2:09. Which is actually a really respectable lap time, considering that was his second time ever on a track, and our car is not the fastest car. There were some cars out there, they don't tell you that there's actually race cars, but there's race cars. Oh boy, there's some guys who were just smoking. Anyway, made it all the way through to the checkered flag, and one of the coolest moments for me was actually running down the front straightaway and going under the checkered flag and just being able to raise my hand outside the car and then come into the pits and have everybody cheer and just have that moment where, like, look, this started as a nugget of an idea, you know, back in January, and while I was at my worst, and in May we decided that we would try and make it happen, and then it happened, and I couldn't be more proud of everybody that helped me. I can't really articulate what it feels like. It's like, I feel like we won the Super Bowl. We came in 65th out of 103, but it was the coolest thing ever, and I can't wait to do it again. So, dun dun dun, we are doing it again. We're doing it in March, and it will be in New Orleans, and it will be epic. And we are going to raise money for Can Care again. As a reminder, in case anyone's forgotten, what Can Care is an organization that literally just provides support to current cancer patients and caregivers. And it's an important facet that I think maybe sometimes gets lost in the system of being treated for cancer. You're still a person. A lot of times you have to make a lot of difficult decisions, and just having someone there to be on your side, no matter what, means a lot. So donate to it. Speaking of which, on the fundraising side of things, we were pretty successful. You know, we started a basically little grassroots campaign, and we didn't really have time to get it rolling until October. And by November 10th, we had raised $3,500. So I'm hoping to be able to do that again in March. And if we can raise $3,500 and do this twice a year, that's some money that actually makes a difference. And I'm just ready to see what we can do. So I'm very excited. So I really, really appreciate all the help the folks at Can Care gave me. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to do this again. I appreciate the fact that they are willing to do more. I'm just very excited. So we're going to try and make the car a little faster. We're going to try and make ourselves a little better. We're going to not wreck the car. We're going to try and be, if we are not good, then we can maybe be okay. That's the goal. Let's be okay. Some other folks that I've met inside of the Lemons community are just amazing. Like I said, a little shout out to Richard. Richard has done just a ton for me. I mean, took me under his wing. He said, look, you're not going to be great. Don't try to be great. Try to be safe. So that's how we're operating. And another person I want to give a little shout out to is Stefan over at ATL Riot, because during this entire journey, you know, I've been sort of watching his videos on YouTube. We'll do a little link to him because, you know, just seeing what he was doing and knowing that it's someone that had the same idea. He's raising money for St. Jude's Children's Center, which is also an amazing cause. It's a great help to know that someone else is out there in the same predicament as us. Literally, you know, we don't know what we're doing. So the more of us can get together and not know together at the same time, the better. Because one of the things is that this sport should be open to newcomers. That's what Lemons is. Lemons is how to get into like automobile racing without having to be ridiculously, you know, invested. Because a couple guys can throw together enough money to buy a crap car and go out and run it. And really, we weren't competitive at all. And it was just ridiculously fun. Do it. Donate to Can Care. Get a car. Race it in Lemons. Do it. Because it's awesome. And the memories will last a lifetime. Hey, do everything you can to just kind of put the message out there. Because we're, like I said, we're going to try and raise money again. And that money is going to help people. And helping people is sort of, I think, the reward that I get for doing this silly thing. And it makes me feel good. And it'll make you feel good too. This is where you do the funny outtake. So there you go. Hey man, cancer patients have boogers too. Sometimes we have more.
I'm going to turn off the camera now.
Okay.